Monica and Giorgio left from the continent at Termoli, closest harbor on land. Then I waited alone a few days for my new crew, Paola, while some days of rough sea and rain were passing. With Paola, we stopped again in San Nicola. I needed to go back there, too special. And the day after, we left heading directly on the Croatian coast, Lastovo, an island 70 miles from there. Crossing was nice and safe. In Croatia, you need to communicate to port authority your arrival as soon as you get there. They're very strict. In Lastovo, there is a very comfortable bay to spend the first night close to the dock of port authority. The farthest stop was Curzola, nice Venetian town, full of bars and international tourists. After one day we went to Dubrovnik, where my good friend Roberto reached us. It's the only sea town in the Adriatic Sea that was never under Venetian dominion. Completely gentrified with rude bartenders and one of the most expensive marinas you could expect into the Mediterranean. 100 euros per night for a 33-feet boat, like in Saint-Tropez or Portocero. After a couple of days, we escaped destination Montenegro. So we had to make a stop by at Kaftat to make the paper to exit the country and took direction south to the Bay of Kotor, former Bocche di Cattaro, another Venetian fortified town at the bottom of the deep bay. Also in Montenegro, we needed to make entrance at Port Authority, so we had to spend the night at the entrance of the Gulf at the pier of Ciutadella. Not bad anyway. Gulf is amazing. 14 miles surrounded by high cliffs and here and there small villages and Orthodox churches on tiny islands. Cruise ships, deep and crystal clear water on an alpine lake, but with the sea. Kotor is a curious mix of Soviet domination and ancient Venetian blend. People are very nice and prices are honest. It's an amazing village where time stopped 500 years ago. Apart the tourists, of course. After a couple of days, we woke up early in the morning to start our trip of 80 miles to arrive to another country, Albania, heading Durrës. Durrës is a crazy place, very interesting. As in the main harbor there was no indication of pleasant pier, we stopped into the new fishing marina, just at the left of the entrance of the main harbor. At that time, the harbor wasn't finished. Durrës is a Muslim town with mosques, the muezzin praying, and a skyline of Russian rationalist buildings and malls. Albanians are super nice and almost everyone speaks Italian. That is because they can see Italian television since ever and because a lot of people worked with Italian smugglers at the time of communism. Last stop in Albania was Porto Palermo, right in front of Corfu. Super nice bay with a peninsula in the middle with a castle on it. The castle of Ali Khan. Easy entrance. You have to avoid the military base at the northern end of the bay. In the middle of the bay, just behind the peninsula, there is a pier, a small pier that is supposed to serve the military, but I have to tell that we moored there and nobody bothered us. Maybe we were just lucky.